a big dark cloud, waiting in the dark for his chance to pounce, hovering everywhere like an evil shadow. He was cold and he was clear, he could bob and he could pounce. If he caught you in the woods, he'd devour every ounce. There he is, I can see his shadow. There he is, I can see his eyes, burning bright in the distant forest. Can it be that's his full size? Here he comes like a hungry villain. Here he comes and he seems quite mad. Better run, better hide the children. Beware this fiendish Chad. Big Bad, he's a social disgrace. Big Bad, such a criminal face. Big Bad, must be locked away. Big Bad should be sent to a shrink. Big Bad should be thrown in a clink. Big Bad has seen his better days. There he is, let's just arrest him. Take him straight to the county court. Very soon we could have a trial with the stories of his sort. Here he comes with his canines quacking. Better warn every mom and dad. He's a beast, he's a ruthless killer, the worst we've ever had. Big Bad, he's a social disgrace. Big Bad, such a criminal face. Big Bad, must be locked away. Big Bad should be sent to a shrink. Big Bad should be thrown in a clink. Big Bad has seen his better days. You've seen your better days.
Hello, this is Sydney Grimm for EFN, Enchanted Forest News, reporting live from the scenes of what is sure to be the trial of the century. In a matter of moments, we are about to see the most impressive clash of legal minds this country has ever seen. Since once upon a time, after years of delay, we are finally about to witness the trial of the Big Bad Wolf.
As many already know, Mr. Wolf, the defendant, escaped a jail sentence when his criminal trial for 3 counts of attempted murder by ingestion, 1 count of grandmother impersonation, 4 counts of attempted sheep abduction, and 17 counts of working ended in a mistrial. The result of a giant falling on the jury room while they're determining the verdict.
Now, a number of parties have brought a class action lawsuit against Mr. Wolf in an attempt to obtain some compensation for their struggles.
It seems the counsel for the victims, Miss Fairy Godmother, has entered, accompanied by one of her clients, Miss Red Riding Hood, and the unconscious grandmother, Miss, grandmother. Hello, Miss Godmother. Any words for EFS?
Mr. Wolf is simply terrible. He has gotten away with way too much for way too long. It is time that he is paid for all that he has done. He stood in the way of my client's right to live a happily ever after. That wolf is going to get it. We're going to string out that and shake him until all his money goes right here. Then me and Grammy are going to get ourselves a new condo with a pool and jacuzzi. Right, Grammy? All around it, all by boat and a personal jet.
No, dear. Have a seat. This is not appropriate behavior for television. We can't be wasting anyone's time. We can't have this trial going on forever. You know, Miss Godmother's clerks all turn into mice after midnight tonight.
Big deal. I wasn't done. Ooh, actually, I'm going to buy some of those enchanted mice.
Well, there you have it, folks. Oh, here comes the other party filing against Mr. Wolf.
Ooh, television. I always wanted to be on TV, but I really hope the camera doesn't add say pounds. Hey, Mom, look at me! Microphones. I like microphones. They make my voice loud. Gimme! Come on down, the price is right. Click. You are the music. Goodbye. Click. I like my round hat. Enough, you two. Yes, the press. Excellent. Hello there. I'm Pixie, and the plaintiff in this case. I'd be happy to interview if need be.
Well, thanks, but...
Yes, of course. Well,
I didn't say that.
Say, you're Jack Grimm, aren't you? You covered the Mr. World Lumberjack pageant last year, and I won Best in Final Most Regularly Handsome. Bill, welcome you here. Sure, it's good to see you again.
Yes. Nice to see you again, Mr. Woodcutter. Ready for this year's pageant, are you?
Sure am.
Oh, hello. Sydney Grimm, EFN. I believe you two are?
I'm an old shepherd, and this here's my bull. He's got in essence a bit of money, but we don't want no trouble. Just a little money for some sheep for us.
Oh, so then you must be the boy who cried?
Well, yeah, that's me. What is it to you?
Look, I was just having a little fun.
Okay. Shh. I told you to be quiet, boy. He's just a little wuzzly boy, eh?
Right. Whatever that means.
It seems we have another unexpected plaintiff. Please tell us your name and what brings you here to testify today.
Me? Oh, I'm just here to keep that wild lady judge on track.
Ah yes, my apologies. Viewers, this is the clerk. I must say, you have one of the toughest jobs today, keeping all the creatures in line. Oh! Speaking of creatures, here comes the animal of the hour, Mr. Wolf. Yes, there he is, the infamous big bad wolf himself. This is a very tense moment in the courtroom right now. Just feel the tension.
I can hear you over there, you know.
My apologies, Mr. Wolf. This is me, Jack, and Cindy Groom, EFN. We're covering the trial today.
Yeah, I guessed.
So where's your attorney and who is he?
She, and I don't know. Her name's Evil Stepmother. You heard of her? Apparently she's some big, fancy, high-priced lawyer who got pulled into pro bono work she doesn't want to do. I don't blame her. Barring another giant, I don't stand a chance today, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you never know. Is there anything you'd like to tell the viewers?
I've got nothing to say to the world, and the world's got nothing to say to me.
Shackle me, take me to jail. It's a three-dimensional game he ain't willing to play.
For the record now, folks, I got nothing to say.
For the record now, he's got nothing to say.
He never ate granny and he never ate sheep. He's a vegan vegetarian allergic to meat. He's never once been to a little pig's house.
Well, look at me, folks. I'm as gentle as a mouse.
You can ridicule, overrule, step on his tail.
Tackle me, shackle me, take me to jail.
It's a three-dimensional game he ain't willing to play.
For the record now, folks, I got nothing to say.
For the record now, he's got nothing to say. Don't you listen to him now, he's flying through. He's a meat-eating carnivore through and through. He's guilty, guilty, guilty of the crimes. Yes, there's only one thing to do. How about life in a petting zoo? You can ridicule, overrule, step on his tail.
Tackle me, shackle me, take me to jail.
It's a three-dimensional game he ain't willing to play.
For the record now, folks, I got nothing to say.
For the record now, he's got nothing to say.
For the record now, folks, I got nothing to say.
Yeah!
All rise for Judge Mad Hatter. Ladies and gentlemen, they say justice is blind. Well, if justice is blind and bats are blind, then justice must be a bat, eh? You may be seated.
Judge Mad Hatter is overseeing the case today. He's known for his, well, let's call it wisdom. He often applies his gift as a philosopher to any case. He's also known for his love of tea.
In the court today, we are here to examine the individual accused of many horrible acts. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask you to keep this difficult concept in mind throughout the trial. This concept is guilty is the opposite of not guilty, and not guilty is the opposite of guilty. That's it? Very well. Shall we begin?
Your Honor, sir. Well, you see, yeah, I have no counsel.
What? Where is it? Why is it not here? Ah, your lawyer. Yes, who is that? Oh, she's a lot of fun. This evil stepmother.
get it. I don't do pro bono work, so I'm not all that excited about this case. Plus, I think it's pretty much doomed to failure, so I didn't really prepare a whole lot. And are we gonna get this thing going? I've got a facial scheduled at 5.
Yes, of course. Right away. Shall we begin? Ah, Miss Godmother. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are here to correct a huge injustice. Mr. Wolf is a criminal. He's lurked in the forest for years, preying on innocent little girls.
Yeah! Shush, Puff, behave yourself!
Innocent little girls, innocent little pigs, innocent little old women, innocent little boys, and innocent little sheep. My clients have been frightened, tricked, eaten, and robbed. That beast over there must be left with nothing, because he's left my clients hurt and homeless. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Godmother. Miss Stepmother?
Oh, no, I waive it.
What?
Yeah, you heard me, no statement. Thanks, though.
Very well.
You're not even gonna try? I'm doomed. I'm gonna be robbed blind.
Look, Wolfie, nobody here is gonna save you, and even if somebody were going to, it sure won't be me. You did all this stuff, didn't you?
Yes, but how won't anybody understand?
Miss Godmother, call your first witness.
Understand what?
I'd like to call Miss Little Red Riding Hood.
What it's like when nobody accepts you.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you Hans Christian Andersen?
Yeah, sure.
Red, honey, how are you, dear?
I'd be a whole lot better if I had that monster's cash.
Right. Well now, Red, sweetie, can you tell the nice people of the jury what exactly happened between you and Mr. Wolf on that day in question?
Yeah, sure thing. I was walking through the woods, mind my own business, trying to get to my granny's house to bring her some bread because she's old and sick and stuff. Then this scary wolf pops out and he tries to act all nice and he's like, oh, why don't you take this shortcut over to get to your granny's house? And I'm all like, well, actually shortcuts are good because I hate walking. Turns out it was a trick so he can eat my granny.
My word, he ate your grandmother? I'm so sorry for you, child. What happened next?
Well, then he dressed up as my granny and got in her bed.
What? What sort of reason could you have had for doing this?
He tricked me into thinking that he was my granny. Then when I got close enough, he ate me. Oh, it was terrible until Mr. Woodcutter got us out.
It's okay, dear. Why don't you go sit back down?
Objection! You can't call... I haven't cross-examined the witness yet.
Oh, but she's so sad. Absolutely too sad to be questioned.
Now, wait a minute here. You can't do that. I have a right to cross-examine the witness.
I'm trying to sad, see?
Yes, according to Clause 8, Section 12345 of the Legal Code 22F, extreme sadness may excuse a witness from further testimony. Well, if that's the case, the witness is excused.
You just made all that up.
Please sit down, Miss Stepmother. I'd like to call Miss Grandmother Hood to the stand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you Hans Christian Andersen?
Yes.
Mrs. Hood, now tell me something. Do these items belong to you?
Yes, those are the things I was wearing when I met the beast.
And is it true when your granddaughter encountered the defendant, he is wearing these exact items?
Well, not the exact same items. I had a spare nightgown and a bonnet, but only one pair of glasses.
And at this point, he had eaten you, is that correct?
Yes.
So not only did the big bad wolf eat you, but insisted you remove your glasses, which you desperately need to see?
Yes, it was terrible.
Terrible. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have heard this word before, haven't we? Not only did the defendant eat the old woman and her granddaughter, but insisted the old woman remove her eyeglasses, which he desperately needs to see. This is horrifying, Mr. Wolf, and it ain't gonna happen no more.
Got a history of hiding out, scaring little girls in the woods. Got a wolf who's been stealing sheep and eating just as much as he could. And here's a poor old woman who was dinner for a thief in a hood. You're nothing but a thief in a hood, and now the big bad wolf ain't gonna scare nobody no more, no more, no more, no more.
so much. Mrs. Hood, let me ask you this. How did the defendant get you to remove your glasses? Did he just ask you? None of that was in the statement you gave the police. Your statement jumps from, the wolf entered the house, to, he ate me, to, then I was joined by my granddaughter in the wolf's stomach. That's all we get. Now, what really happened?
He didn't.
I see you're not wearing your glasses today. Do you own contact lenses, Miss Hood?
Yes.
And isn't it true that you were, in fact, wearing your contact lenses at the time Mr. Wolf entered your cottage?
Yes.
Ah, so you could see just fine. Well, that is very interesting. I just have one more question for you.
Yes.
What sort of carpet do you have in your bedroom, Mrs. Hood?
Wolfskin. My late husband and I made it.
Wolfskin. Well, that is very fascinating. No more further questions, Your Honor.
Where did that come from?
Hey, baby, I said I didn't work too hard in this case. Doesn't mean I'm still not the best there is. And besides, maybe I like you a little bit all of a sudden.
What a turn of events. This case may be more than a battle from his fairy godmother than she had planned. Let's get to a quick commercial break and then we'll get right back to the courtroom action. Welcome back, viewers. For those of you just tuning in to the case of the century, we have recently heard from the plaintiff, Little Red and Grandmother Hood. We are interested to see who will be called on next.
Would you care to call another witness, Miss Godmother?
Yes, I would. I call to the stand Mr. Bill Woodcutter.
Would you care to, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you, Hans Christian Andersen?
I do indeed.
Mr. Woodcutter, what do you do for a living?
I'm a woodcutter. I cut wood. I also compete in lumberjack pageants. I just invest in flannel and...
Oh, I saw you at the pageant last year. You were amazing. Can I have your autograph?
Please, now is hardly the time. So as part of your job, you carry an axe with you, is that correct?
Yes, I certainly do.
And you are licensed to use this axe in case of emergencies, are you not?
I am.
In fact, is it not part of the woodcutter's code that you must always respond to innocent people in need?
That is a part of the code, and I uphold that part of the code.
So, in other words, if you encounter an emergency in the woods, you are obligated to respond to it quickly and courageously.
Yes, I am.
And so you did, sir. You're a true hero and an inspiration to us all, protecting us and looking ever so handsome as you do.
Why, thank you, madam.
No further questions, Your Honor. Your witness, Miss Stepmother.
Thank you.
Now, Mr. Woodcutter, let's talk about the woodcutting code, shall we?
Okay.
How do you know there's an emergency in the woods you need to respond to?
Well, it depends, but usually if I see something that looks wrong, I respond to it.
I see. You see it then, do you? Well, care to tell us what were you doing visiting Mrs. Hood's cottage that day? There's nothing about in the police report about why you went into the house. Did you hear a scream?
Well, no, not exactly.
Did you see Mr. Wolf enter the house and become suspicious?
Well, no. Okay, I was snooping around the house. I was looking for a pie to steal off the windowsill.
And why would you do that? I thought you were a hero.
Well, cutting wood don't pay so good. That's why I do the pageants. But you only make big money if you win first prize. I haven't done that yet. I was hungry.
And while you were trying to steal something, you saw what exactly?
I saw that there wolf lying in the old lady's bed, in her clothes, licking his chops.
How do you know that Mr. Wolf had eaten your friend and you were justified cutting him open? That's what you did, didn't you? You cut my client open with an axe.
Yes, I did.
And how do you know that Mr. Wolf couldn't simply have been friends with Mrs. Hood? That time decides to wear her nightgown. How do you know that the two women were simply in the other room?
Well, he's a wolf.
Oh, so you just cut him open because he's a wolf? No other reason?
Nope.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Another string cross-examination from Strum. This is interesting.
It sure is. Never a dull moment in this courtroom.
Now it's time for a commercial break while we get ready for our next witness.
On behalf of Miss Fairy Godmother, the court now calls the 3 little pigs.
Objection! You can't call 3 witnesses at once.
Your Honor, it is essential that my witnesses testify together. Why is that?
Your Honor, may I approach the bench?
Well, I suppose so. Counselors, why don't you join us? What is it?
My siblings are not really competent to testify.
What do you mean? They're immature?
No, you could say that they're a few fries short of a happy meal.
I see no problem. 3 little pigs take to the stand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you, Hans Christian Anderson.
What?
Yes.
Good enough. Now would you each please give your names to the court?
My name is One.
One. Don't you mean?
Don't worry about it.
My name is 12.
My name is 3.
Okay. One. Can you tell me what happened to you and your house?
I built a house, but then a fox blew it down. Now I live in another house.
A fox? Are you sure it wasn't a wolf?
Ah! A wolf! What's that wolf doing here? Ah! He's gonna have a puppet eat me!
Calm down. Calm down. Was that the creature that blew down your house?
Yeah, that was the fox.
Don't you mean the wolf?
Yeah, he fucked the puppet and blew down my house.
Okay. Anyway, 12. Did that creature also blow down your house?
No, I live in a nice house with 1 and 3, with a fireplace and a kitchen and a chair.
No. Your first house. Did that creature blow down your first house?
Oh, my first house. Why didn't you ask me that in the first place? Yeah, what was that guy?
Now, 3. Would you care to tell your story for the court?
Gladly, my dear lady. You see, I'd always lived with my siblings, 1 and 3, until last year when we decided to move out of our parents' home and build our own homes.
I see.
Well, one day that maniacal wolf came and blew down both of my siblings' homes, and they came to live with me. We were so frightened for such a time as the wolf stalked around our home. We barely ate, we barely slept, and our personal hygiene just went to the dogs. Look at all this hair on my chinny chin chin. I haven't shaved in weeks.
Ladies and gentlemen, these poor pigs were so frightened they couldn't even shave.
He said he would huff and puff and blow down my house unless we let him in. And he called us little pigs.
Doesn't everyone?
Well, I mean, yes, but he said it in a really mean sort of nasty way, almost like he was trying to demean us. It hurt my feelings immensely.
Your Honor, well, I have no more further questions. I'm too outraged with the defendant's behavior. Thanks for this, Godmother. Your stepmother?
Thank you, Your Honor. Oh, nay, please tell me about your first house.
First house.
Remember the one you told us about before?
Oh yeah, Strum.
I see. And 12, sticks. I see. And 3, what is the house in which the 3 of you now reside? The home you constructed. What is that made out of?
Bricks, Your Honor.
Ah, and it is up to all the building codes, I assume.
Of course. What do you take me for?
Now, 3, what about your siblings' former homes? Are sticks and straw building materials approved by the zoning board?
No, they are not.
I didn't think so. And do you think your siblings' homes would have lasted in, say, a hurricane or a tornado or, well, in a light breeze?
No, I do not.
Just one more question. Did my client ever say he was going to eat any one of you?
Nope.
No.
No.
So how do you know that's what he wanted to do? How do you know he wasn't just trying to make sure your homes were safe and secure?
Well, because,
No more further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Alec. 3 little pigs, I mean witnesses, are excused.
And I have to say, it's still hard to tell which side will take the case. Let's listen in to see how things are going. On behalf of Miss Fairy Godmother, the court process, and Mr. Old Shepherd.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you Hans Christian Andersen?
Yes, I do.
Thank you, Mr. Shepherd. Now, would you mind telling the court what it is you do?
Well, I'm a shepherd. I herd sheep.
I see. And could you tell us who that boy is?
Well, that's my boy. He watches my sheep for me sometimes.
And what did he tell you?
Well, there were actually 3 days.
Why don't you just tell us what happened on the 3rd day?
Yes. Well, on the 3rd day, the boy cried out that there was a wolf in the field, and the wolf stole some of my sheep and ate them and threatened the boy into the tree.
I see.
And, well, no one came to help the boy out because, well, the 2 days before that...
Now, that's really enough. Thank you so much, Mr. Shepherd.
Well, all right, I suppose.
Yes, your witness, counselor?
I'll be brief. Now, Mr. Shepherd, care to tell us what happened on the first 2 days you mentioned?
Well, on the 1st day, the boy cried out there was a wolf, so everyone in the village came down to check it out. But there was no wolf, and you did the same thing the next day. So on the 3rd day, no one came to look for him.
That's right. I'm a baker in that village. He pulled us away so much that I burnt my entire patch of cookies that day. I think we should all be looking to sue the boy for all the damage and headaches he's caused.
So your boy isn't very reliable? Well, I just, So only the boy saw the wolf on the 3rd day?
Well, yes.
And if the wolf did eat the sheep and did threaten the boy, the only way we can know it was this particular wolf if he said so.
Well, I suppose so.
Your Honor, this man's testimony is hearsay.
Guess well, why are you still talking to him?
You may go.
Miss Fairy Godmother, do you have any more witnesses to cross-examine?
No. Miss Stepmother?
I would like to call a surprise hostile witness, the boy who cried wolf.
I'll allow it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is getting to it.
A surprise witness. Well, this really throws a curveball into the case.
Objection! Never mind.
Come on, young man.
I don't want. Fine then.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help me you, Hans Christian Andersen.
I guess so.
Tell me something, young man. Did you ever, on any day, saw the wolf on the field?
Yeah, of course he did. On the 3rd day, just like the old guy said. He was growling and speaking for the bushes. So I ran and cried, "Wolf!" And when I came back, 7 of the sheep were gone. And the wolf was licking his chops.
So you only saw the wolf on the 3rd day?
Yeah, that's right.
I am still wondering why you specifically cried wolf rather than something else the days that there was no wolf.
Because everyone knows wolves are big and bad. Big bad, you know?
Oh, so everybody knows wolves are naturally bad, not little boys, huh? You know that prank emergency call is a crime, young man?
Huh? Yeah, sure. Someone's always trying to spoil my fun.
So you knew you were breaking the law when you were crying wolf?
Heck yeah.
No more further questions, Your Honor?
Miss Stepmother?
No questions, Your Honor.
Wow, what could possibly be next? We'll find out after this.
What am I doing? Who watches commercials anymore?
I'd like to call my next witness to the stand, the renowned psychiatrist, Miss Muffet. She's a top wolf specialist with years of hands-on experience in the deep, dark woods.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you, Hans Christian Andersen.
Yes. I don't like swearing.
I'm afraid you must, Miss Muffet.
All right, I'll swear. Ah! There's a spider on my chair! A spider! Give me some curds and whey!
A great thinker once said, curds and whey, your day's okay.
Yes, of course, Your Honor. In any event, I'd like to apologize for the behavior of my witness. May I call my final witness?
Yes, of course.
I'd like to call to the stand Mr. Big B. Wolf.
Woo! Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you, Hans Christian Andersen.
I do. Mr. Wolf, let's keep this brief. Would you please tell the court what you have to say about all this? Yes, I'd like to. I'm not sure where to begin. When I was a cub, I spent most of my days playing in the cave with my brothers and sisters. Then one day, my mother brought home a human baby. We loved and we raised that baby like she was a wolf herself. Then one day she returned to her human people, and I never saw her again. From that day on, I swore to protect all other creatures, even if that meant going against my wolf-like instincts. So I became a vegan. Then, one day, I was looking for flowers in a field of sheep when I heard a boy, and he was crying, "Wolf, wolf, he's taking the sheep, he's going to eat me." Suddenly, I became enraged. How could this boy accuse me? I tried to tell him that I was a good wolf, but the more I yelled, the angrier I became. In a blind rage, I took those sheep, and I scared that boy nearly half to death. I tried to go back to my old ways, but every time I met other people, they would run from me, scream, or accuse me of doing something wrong. I never meant to hurt anyone, but eventually I didn't know how else to interact with the world. I did all these things I've been accused of. I admit it, but I can only ask for once, that if you have mercy on me, if you can take pity, maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to stop. Have mercy on me.
Have mercy, have mercy, have mercy, have mercy.
I repent,
Repent,
regret,
regret.
things I've done.
He's awful sorry for the things he's done.
I'm getting sick of taking my piece.
Taking the heat for every maladjusted kid with a thorn in his seat.
And I beg the Lord, please set me free. Have mercy on me.
Have mercy on him. He's been depopulated, isolated, segregated, relocated, booted right out the door. He's been incriminated, castigated, decimated, second-rated, labeled as a predator. He's been pushed down, yelled at like Tinkerbell to Jasper, till he can't stand it no more, no more.
Now I'm asking your forgiveness today. What more can I say?
What more can he say?
Have mercy on me.
Have mercy, have mercy,
On me.
have mercy, have mercy. Repent,
Regret,
regret.
things I've done.
He's awful sorry for the things he's done.
Miss Godmother, do you have any questions?
No, I don't.
Stop the truck! Stop the truck! As I was leaving, I saw on the television live broadcast my brother!
What?
It's been so long. You don't recognize me?
Oh my, sister, I can't believe this. This is, wow. What?
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
The courtroom was thrown into chaos as it was revealed Miss Muffet, secret adopted sister of Big Bad Wolf, had revealed herself. And Miss Godmother had reinstated what had been brought out by her witnesses, and Miss Stepmother had reminded the court that Mr. Wolf had not been a born criminal. He had just been one because society had viewed him as such. Now, back to the court where they will deliver their final verdict.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like you to give us a verdict.
But they haven't even left the room.
We don't have time for that. Nobody likes jury duty. I know I always wish they'd just get on with it. All those lawyers clacking away, and those witnesses crying, and the judges, don't get me started.
You're not going to send them out to deliberate?
No, we'll just have them clap. It's much easier. Don't you think? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to need your help. But before I ask for your decision, I have some words of advice. Like a wise philosopher once said, juries are like submarine sandwiches. They are better with mayo and hot peppers.
Pardon?
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
No matter what happens, I just want to say thanks.
You know, kid, I'm glad I got forced into this case. I know where you come from. I need to talk to my stepdaughter.
Now, when I raise my gavel, I'd like to hear everyone who believes the defendant is guilty. That's guilty with a J. With the G. Everyone who believes the defendant is guilty, I'd like you to applaud now. Very good, very good. Now, when I raise my gavel again, I'd like to hear everyone who believes the defendant is innocent. That's innocent with a... Everyone who believes the defendant is innocent, I'd like you to applaud now. Now, if you give me a moment to make my calculations. The jury has come to a decision, and they find the defendant innocent. Oh, wait, sorry, I'm not done. Well, I'm stumped. You people don't know how to clap. Hung jury! Hung jury! What? Oh, come on!
This is preposterous.
Now hold your horses, folks. This is nice, isn't it? My father always said the cornerstone of a good government was compromise.
That's the first intelligible thing you've said, but it doesn't apply right now. This is a courtroom. We need a decision.
What's wrong with you people? I want my money. I want my money. Calm down, Lee. I'm sure we will get to the bottom of this. There's no way that'll get away with this. It's only a matter of time before we get our new condo and a jacuzzi.
Order, order! I will have order in this court. Now listen, we must simply have another time. That's all there is to it.
But he's an innocent. Please let my brother be free.
Oh, whatever. Have you seen his fangs and his claws? If he's killed before, he'll kill again. Oh, and by the way, Muppet, how can he be so terrified of spiders after being raised by wolves?
Now, that's just the way it is. And remember, as the saying goes, there will always be dirt in your vacuum bag, as there will always be cheese on your pizza.
Is there a lesson we're supposed to learn from any of this?
Well, it's hard to learn a lesson when the jury is being so indecisive.
No, that's not it. Justice is a complicated thing. It's not easy, and it's not black and white. I think you're a good guy, and I'm going to keep fighting for you.
Thanks. I hope I can be as good as you think I am.
I know you'll try.
Yeah, right. Here's sticks to my siblings if you believe that.
Well, I suppose I'll be seeing you again in court.
Well, folks, it looks like we'll be covering another trial. And with that in mind, we'd best be getting some rest.
That's all for now. This is Sydney and Jack Grimm for EFN saying...